16 of the NFL. And we'll see Chris Olave, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Saints and the Colts, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. It is week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they...
Well, man, Lewis, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are on an episode with the Kelvin Rich Superstar mode right here on Madden 24. If you missed any of the other episodes there on the channel in the playlist, it looks like the Colts get a touchdown.
Saints get set to try out there. Starts with a run from Gibbs. And a pretty little
Jahmyr Gibbs.
On a nice game. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
Jahmyr Gibbs, look at Gibbs go, folks, up the sidelines. He's still on his feet, still running, my God.
Pass midfield before being stopped just before
Jahmyr Gibbs is an absolute beast.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Adrian Cohen.
Throw right side and complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep instead. A handoff up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it.
Oh, and Kelvin waited too long, and he got sacked. So Kelvin and the Saints will have to go for the field goal here.
Getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Field goal attempt. No good. And the Saints in trouble now.
Second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
What a catch.
At the same time, you're wondering how...
Who else but Chris Olave, folks? What a catch by Olave.
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25.
Olave again.
Set and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw. Rich.
Olave.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Another touchdown by the Colts.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points.
Ready up.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh no! Kelvin got caught for the illegal block in the back. My gosh.
Up a little bit.
Kelvin got caught there.
Operating from the gun. Rich steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35.
So Kelvin with his first run, or his second run, I should say.
In the end, the pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down, Rich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw, Rich.
What a catch by Pickens.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Rich.
Olave, touchdown.
Chris Olave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Look at that pass there, right there to Chris Olave. He steps right in, touchdown.
Final moments of the second quarter, and remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
There you have it.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first
Olave
half?
with the great catch there.
Together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Going through some contact, but unable to reach
6 rushes, 54 yards, and a touchdown for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space. And
Here we
bring
go
it
now,
to the
Jahmyr
line.
Gibbs. Getting the call again.
Back to Gibbs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a throw here, hold in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Rich. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot.
8 of 9, 71 yards and a touchdown for Kelvin.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll get him to the ground.
So Kelvin, 4 rushes, 37 yards, another one, a long rush.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for it?
Great catch there.
And the Saints are
By
going to have
Pickens.
first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
Gibbs in there. No, he's not. I thought he was in there.
They stop it right around the one. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There was a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the end.
And Gibbs is denied.
Any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was a huge play on third.
Well, they couldn't get into the end zone there on 4th and goal. And here comes the kick.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Not sure what happened there, but did not get the field goal. I'm not sure what happened there.
For us up here in
But the defense did hold though.
The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
They're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing to start the drive. Rich steps away. Oh, he shoves himself free. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. Rich. And it's caught. And they are able to...
Chris Olave, another catch.
Away the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Back now here on EA Sports.
First and goal now
Decision to make
from
on
the 2.
conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up.
Jameer Gibbs is in.
He is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameer Gibbs, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point is good.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down. Rich. That is caught by Cole. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Earl Morton is hurt.
Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Chris Olave is the man, folks. Don't ever forget that. Olave is the man. Barely misses anything that's thrown to him.
This play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Chase Young is hurt.
And looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Rich. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to throw. Rich buying time to his left.
Touchdown, Kelvin.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
So there you have it, folks. Kelvin gets in for the touchdown as the Saints take the lead 27. Make it 28-21. And there you go.
Set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got to
Incomplete intended for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Warning in place. It's actually 4 timeouts left.
they have to be aggressive here.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me, it's like
Jahmyr Gibbs, look at that.
the pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2
Back to pass now.
And then
Kelvin.
another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And it is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, a 2-minute warning is sounded here. Colts trail up by 1. Saints up by 1. 28-27. They give it to Jahmyr Gibbs again.
They'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking around their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive.
So what did he do here?
A little bit of the wind out of their sails.
They're going for the punt.
Well, this one part was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff.
There you have it, folks.
Magic on the other side, but
Great game for Kelvin. Great game for the Saints. But in the end,
Fun for us.
the Saints lose it. The defense gives up the field goal.
That magic that you were talking about didn't occur in the end. What a
Special
game.
teams give up the field goal. There you have it.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Week 16, not a good week for Kelvin and the Saints, but as Brandon Gotten just said, it's more like a exhibition game because we've already clinched, or the Saints have already clinched the home field advantage. Sad and somber in the locker room. Not much going on. Week 17.
We're better than this, guys.
Yeah, we're better than this, guys. So, week 17 will be against the Minnesota Vikings. We take a look at the playoff picture. You know the Saints have already clinched the home field advantage. Still are the number 1 seed there in the NFC. But there you have it, folks. There you have it. If you're new, scratch the claw marks at the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Come over to Wolfpack fam today. Sniff and bite into the bell icon. Become part of the Location Squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. Always stay hungry. Hungry like the wolf. Ah.